My name is Frederick Bowling, and I'm a painter. And today, my friend Spencer Ritchie and my grandson Frederick Bowling will show you some of my procedures.
Today we're demonstrating some of Frank's techniques from the artworks in the Tate collection, Spreadout Kitaj and Sasha Jason's Guyana Dreams.
We both assist Frank with his paintings, and over the years we've seen him experiment in many different ways. But here are some of the materials that he uses in his paintings.
Canvas, acrylic paint in bright shades, ammonia, found objects, acrylic gel, water and spray, spatula, palette knives and brushes, string, chalk, and a file to grate it with, glitter in a salt shaker, lots of jars, buckets, containers. Ammonia is corrosive and should not be inhaled, touched, or swallowed. When following these steps at home, please wear suitable protection such as masks and gloves.
We are starting off by completely saturating the canvas. It breaks the surface of the canvas. Sometimes it's treated a little bit.
Well, we put another piece of canvas on the floor to absorb the overflow of, at this stage, water, but eventually paint.
Squeeze some paint directly from the tube onto the canvas. Spread the paint evenly across the canvas.
Once the canvas is stained, we begin to add multiple colors, paint, gel, and ammonia.
With the ammonia, that breaks down the paint and also the gel, so it can flow into each other more. So it's a push and pull in a way.
The gel is to thicken up the paint to increase and facilitate the viscosity. As I pour it onto the canvas, it will bleed into the other color that's already there, but you could establish your own patterns of what you want to see. Geometry is an important feature of Frank's work. Because of this, circles and rectangles often appear. What I'm about to do is put this gel bucket under the canvas and then trace its shape on the surface of the canvas, so we have additional elements for improvisation as the canvas develops.
In Spreadout Kitaj and Sasha Jason's Guyana Dreams, you can see that he uses semicircles. These can be achieved by tying a bit of chalk to a piece of string and securing it in the center with your hand, or if you can't reach, a pin, or even better, a friend who can help you. As you move the chalk, the string makes sure it's always the same distance from the center, creating an arc or circle.
Frank's paintings develop over many months with many layers of paint and materials being applied to the surface. Each application of paint is a new chance to explore. Try different colors and concentrations. Apply the paint in different ways, such as pouring, using a palette knife, or spraying water so that it runs down the canvas in droplets. What we're doing at this stage is just picking the canvas up and folding it to allow the paint to spread across the surface. And then we see where we go from there.
Frank's paintings work as a sort of diary of his life. They often include embedded objects which help tell the story of the time in which the painting was made.
We've collected a few items from around the studio.
You can embed these using acrylic gel, which creates a thick transparent layer on top of the painting. Dollop the gel onto the canvas using a spatula and then place the objects in it.
We'll place these shells in the gel randomly, and then the next stage is we'll smash them up.
Everything that kind of looks interesting or attractive or colourful, just go and put it in your painting.
Reinforce the composition with some strong mark making. Frank does this in a number of ways. In this work, we've sprinkled gold dust on the shattered shells, and then we will pour ammonia on it to turn the gold into blue and create another shimmering aspect to the surface. In the final stages, Frank is still concerned with the element of continuance and spontaneity, and as such, any brush that is filled with paint would be flicked onto the surface of the canvas to create punctuation in the conversation that has already been established. I guess the key element of all of this is to just go for it.